Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So I'm reading for collective energy today through the lens of Pisces. I am really excited. I like Pisces energy. I like the kind of fantastical fairy tale weirdness that can sometimes come through with Pisces, and we've got that today. I want to read it as it's coming through two ways, Pisces, because it's like you're coming through as this very strange, fantastical character. I'm hearing Dr. Seuss. As I say that, I'm hearing Dr. Seuss. So you know how Dr. Seuss is kind of like, his stories are really wacky and have all these strange creatures in. That just came in then. And it's like the person who's encountering this is this more grounded, solid energy. So it's kind of coming through like I'm reading for the more solid energy, but they're meeting a Pisces is the way it's coming through. So take it, flip it and reverse it as needs be. I'm also really curious to speak to my friend because she's hi if you're watching. She's going on a trip, and the things that are coming through in this reading, I'm like, are these things that she's going to encounter on that trip? So like, I'm going to be desperate to talk to her and be like, how did your trip go? Tell me all about it. Just to see like if any of this played out for her in any sort of way, shape or form. So I do have my window open. It's going to be a bit noisy. I'm sorry. I need the window open. It's really, really warm in the UK today. So it is what it is. Okay, so I'm excited. It's like I want to come on this adventure with you, Pisces, because it seems really curious and fantastical. It's coming through a little bit like Alice in Wonderland because of this very curious. Can you see as well, if you look at the colours of the cards, we've got a lot of these kind of like greeny, goldy colours, and then this pink card, right? It's like it stands out. So this caterpillar, I'm going to pause a second. Yeah, sorry, it's just people and cars going past. So yeah, you've got this really, really curious character coming into your reading who really stands out, and it's this caterpillar card. So it's really giving me like Alice in Wonderland vibes. It's kind of giving me a mix of the Cheshire Cat and the caterpillar, you know, who are you? So this very curious, strange, eccentric character. Who are you? And at the same time as well, it's almost like it's peeling back layers of itself like a snake would, right, to reveal the next layer. So it's like peeling back the layers of a person and seeing more and more of them, and they're getting stranger and stranger. It's curiouser and curiouser, stranger and stranger. So it's funny how it's coming through. And I feel like this could be somebody that you are encountering, or somebody's encountering you and like feeling it like this. I'm going to say you're encountering this though, but do flip it and reverse it if needs be. So this really strange caterpillar coming in with opportunity, right? There's an opportunity here. It's almost like it has this feeling of like meeting someone, like walking out into the street and meeting someone and then be very, very curious. So it is coming through to me like maybe some kind of performance artist. It actually was kind of coming through because of some of the cards, like this standstill, and how kind of fixed these kind of cards are down here. And like this one as well, like quite stony. It's reminding me now, it's looking like the Easter Island heads from The Labyrinth, if you know that scene where they're kind of talking to her, and you know they've got this script that they say, and then they kind of break character to talk to her. So it's coming through with somebody who's like a statue. It's like they're in character, you know, like if you went to Disney World or something, like they're in character, right? And they have this like script or this performance that they're doing, and they're very strange, right? It's not normal behavior. So it's the funny thing is it's coming through almost like a human statue. And the song that randomized for your reading is Statuesque by Sleeper, which is a bit kinky. But I don't know what you're up to, Pisces. Like it always slides into your readings, this kinky edge. But yeah, Statuesque. So it's like this statue that's some kind of performance artist, and they are actually interacting with you, right? They're asking you a question: who are you? Who goes there? Something like this. It's just very, maybe they're very ornate as well. So what I was actually channeling when I sat down, I started channeling your energy, and the first thing I got was this feeling of like feathers, like So it's again, it's funny to me the things that are coming through. So if you imagine, it feels very regal, right? Very, very, very regal. It's making me think as well of, I feel like there was a TV show in the UK, like a kids' TV show, and it was kind of like, you know, they do these trials and these adventures in the woods, and there's this guy there who's like the guide, and he looks like a raven. He's got this kind of cloak on with all these feathers. I'm going to pause. I'm going to find the TV show and the reference so you understand what I'm saying. Hold on. Here you go. So I'm having to cover up the top of the screen because it was my friend has decided to start texting me, different friend. Yeah, this guy, it was a kids TV show called I think it was called Raven, and you see how he's got this like feathered cape on. So this is kind of what I was channeling, but it was poofier. It's like this feathered cape, and I'm really feeling like the feathers around my neck, and I think because it's warm today, it feels like almost stifling. It feels uncomfortable. It's like I want to just take it off or get the feathers off my neck. It feels like an irritant. So I don't know why it's coming through like that, but it was. And then I felt like I was really kind of like looking off to the side in this kind of regal pose. So again, like that guy there on that picture, he's posing for a picture. So it's like wearing this big feathered cape and posing for a picture in this kind of regal sense. And I also kind of got this feeling of like a crown. And then the really funny thing is the two cards that start your reading, and I wrote down like, and this is not right, again, I don't make things up, this is exactly how it comes out. So I've actually wrote down regal eagle, and I was expecting an eagle to come out in your cards, and it didn't. So again, not making things up. I will say if I get something and it doesn't come through. So, but I was getting regal eagle, like legal eagle, but it's regal eagle, like king eagle. I don't know. So it's funny that that's like the Raven King, and this is like the Eagle King. I don't know. So yeah, so I'm getting this feathers, right? Feathers around the neck. And then look at this card here with all this like pink fluff around its neck. It's like almost like, you know, when people wear ruffs as well, like Shakespearean ruffs, and you want to just, it's got this feeling of like wanting to get it off. It's like stifling. And then this card here with the grasshopper has this hat on. It's got a crown on. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's actually coming through in the cards. And I love when that happens. And you do have this king as well, right? The king of water. And he does kind of have some stuff going on around his neck there. It's like got fins and this thing here. So again, and like this as well, like it's like the caterpillar, it's almost like stifled, like cocooned. I don't know, maybe like sleeping in a sleeping bag and wanting to climb out of it, that kind of energy. So, it does seem like, especially with the pink of the swan and pink of the caterpillar, feels like it's connected. It feels like it's the same energy. So perhaps something very beautiful, maybe like a Maid Marian type character coming in, like, oh, again, or like a, you know, like one of those swan boats, like a little pedal boat, and they look like a swan. It's like this opportunity comes before you, and it's very strange, right? It's very unusual, kind of like a bit surreal, because it's time for a deep dive, an opportunity. And it's like, are you going to jump on board? Are you going to follow this creature into this labyrinth or this Alice in Wonderland type place? And it's like time to take a leap of faith. So I want to say that you've got some, you're not quite sure about this. You're not quite sure about this. There is this kind of like standing back earth energy, like reading the lay of the land, right? Is this safe? Who can I trust this person? But you do want to take a leap of faith. So it almost feels to me like it's almost like this person is on this, you know, this strange character coming in, and they're on this swan boat. Like, come on, jump on. And you're like, do I jump on? It's like the opportunity's sailing past. Do I jump onto that that swan with this person? It's the way it's coming through. So there is hesitation, and I want to say there's hesitation because this character is so strange. So it's not coming through as particularly female or male. Here it's very, very female, and here it feels very male. So again, this could be you, right? Like this creature coming into you. But I'm seeing the king himself as this strange creature, right? This caterpillar in the woods, like smoking a pipe, or this performance artist who's a statue who comes to life, you know, and like, now it's time to say my lines, kind of very Shakespearean. And it's like, but it's so strange. So it's like, it takes a moment to kind of figure this out. It's like mentally, kind of, again, that energy of a statue suddenly moving, you know, it takes you a second to, especially if this person's in costume, it's like, it takes you a second to for your brain to kind of catch up with what am I actually seeing here. You know, this is not a usual thing for my brain to see, because you can see he's like actually got like scales on his arms. So it's like you're figuring that, trying to figure out this energy. But it's like the more you try and figure it out, the weirder it becomes, kind of thing. But I want to say it is well intentioned, because it's the King of Water, and it's the King of Water in the upright. There's deep emotions there, right? And the King of Water, this is a loving person. This is someone with deep loving emotions. They care, they understand people, they're very intuitive themselves. You know, it's kind of, it's Scorpio energy, but it could very easily be you, Pisces. So it's that kind of maybe this energy senses that they've startled you, or maybe this energy senses that they've come on a bit too strong. So it's like they soften, right? They soften, because I'm seeing this as kind of you. Again, flip it and reverse it if needs be. But it's like, you know, now they kind of break character, and they smile and their eyes crinkle, and like it's, you know, it's safe. Come closer, come and talk to me. A bit like, you know, maybe like a Santa Claus. I mean, it's the wrong time of year for it, but you know, like a Santa Claus going ho ho ho. To a very small child, it could be quite startling. So then, like, you know, they need to kind of break that character and be like, it's okay, you know, come and talk to me, kind of thing. So then it comes in with like this, you're coming in with this, like, you're the child now, as like, but I've been told not to speak to strangers, right? I've been told, because it's like covering the mouth, I don't speak to strangers. So it's just this startled, almost like now this other person has become the statue, right? They're startled, they're kind of transfixed by this elaborate character that they've met. It's like they come to a standstill, right? They come to a standstill, or you come to a standstill, and just like, what am I looking at? What is this? Like maybe at a lost for words or something like that. And then I want to say, because it's coming through with ancestral wisdom, standstill, the curse and the earth, it's like it is coming through this message of, I mean, right, okay, I need to break character here for a second. Hang on, I need to break script. So I really want to say that it may not play out literally like this for everybody. It's coming through like a story to me, but it's going to apply as a metaphor for most people in different ways. So it could just be meeting a very unusual person, or going into a situation that's unexpected, right, and being a little bit taken aback. So it doesn't have to be exactly as I'm saying it. It's more the energy or the feeling of being in this situation it's like, do you want to go for this opportunity, but this opportunity is strange to me, it's foreign to me, you know, and there's some hesitancy, because with it being the curse and with it being this ancestral energy, it's like, because I've been told that this is wrong, or I've been told that this is not for me, or I've been told to be wary of these situations. So it could even be something like, sorry about that car, just wait for that to go past. So it could, for some of you, even be, again, just a complete scenario, and it doesn't have to be this scenario, but as an example, it's like going to, maybe being raised in a very conservative family, you know, or maybe you're a child, maybe this is something that happened in the past as well, like you're a child raised in this conservative family, very traditional, very normal, normal, right? Normal, what's normal? Like, normal changes, like as you move around the world, normal will change, but it's like, you know, very, maybe just a kind of not eccentric, right? And then going into the city, for example, and maybe seeing a pride parade go past and being like, what, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. It's so colourful, it's so elaborate, you know, the people here are so vibrant and unusual and individual, like it's very different from what I've been raised with or where I've come from. So this moment of just stopping in your tracks and seeing this elaborate performance going on, this elaborate display, you know, it's very colourful, vibrant, and I want to say it's coming in with love, right? The swan is a symbol of love, very graceful, very beautiful, very elegant. The caterpillar is like, and the King of Water, it's coming through as very like feminine, and even though it's the king, it's coming in with this kind of yin energy of nurturing and support and gentle and guidance, and very elegant and but very unusual. I'm trying to think of a good example, like McGonagall or something, you know, like if you were walking up the street and you walked into Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter, you know, in her full-on green witch costume, you'd be like, what am I looking at here? Who is this person? They're very elaborate, they're very strange, but she has that aura of, you know, mothering and gentleness and kindness. So yeah, but being quite struck by it. So being very, almost like back in the roots, by like back in, staying very grounded, kind of very transfixed by this, and not quite sure, because it's a leap of faith, right? It indicates that there's some hesitancy there. It's you're not quite sure if you can trust this or if this is right for you. But there is I want to say, there is an urge to join in with this. It's there is a desire to engage with this, but there's a hesitancy because perhaps, again, it's like, don't talk to strangers, you know? It's like, but it feels safe. And it, you know, instinctively, I feel like I can trust this. So then we go to this standstill and lay of the land. And it's really curious to me how these two cards should come out next to each other. Now, they are from different decks, but it's just, look at the colours. Look at this, like, sunset, or this golden moon energy, this bright, vibrant, golden amber energy with this kind of dark figure in the foreground. I want to say that the dark figure is almost connected to this jaguar energy as well. So it's like taking a moment to reground yourself, right? Taking a moment to gain your bearings, taking a moment to, I don't know, check it's okay with a parent, perhaps, with it being ancestral wisdom, or to just take a moment of stillness, you know, to go within for a second and to really check with your intuition and check with your spirit guides, right? It's like, is this for me? Is this safe? You know, please, can I have some guidance here? So whether it's like someone checking with the parent, like, I'm like, it's stranger danger, right? This person's very strange. Can I talk to them? And the parent going, yes, it's safe, right? Instinctively, you know, maybe the parent understands the situation better. It's like, I understand that this is a performance artist. I understand that they're here because it's like their role in this place. So like the ancestors, but I like this survival instinct, right? I like this pause of, is this safe? Is this for me? Can I do this? It's kind of like a safety valve, right? A safety mechanism. So I want to say it's a good thing that that moment of standstill, that moment of checking the lay of the land is there. So again, it could be, you know, you're at Disneyland or something like this, or you're at some kind of, I don't know, kids party, right? And it's like the kid wants to go and run off with these entertainers, but you just take a second to be like, okay, what is the lay of the land? What is this a safe space, you know? And maybe drawing up some rules like, okay, you can go as far as that wall, or you can go as far as that swing set, but you need to stay here where I can see you. It's like, you know, checking the terrain of the place. So yeah, it's and then it's like, yes, go out and have fun, go to this kids party, you know, going to play with those entertainers because I've checked them out, you know. I've checked out they've got this what is it, CVS? I've had one of these checks myself and I can't even remember the thing for it, you know. Like, I've checked that they're, you know, they're legit, you know, this is safe. And then it's coming through with it's like, okay, they go, right? Or you go, and it's like, right, they're on board, they're going into this situation. It's like they're engaging with this fantasy, this wonderland, this labyrinth energy of like this make-believe, which is very, very Pisces, this kind of make-believe situation of eccentric characters and strange happenings. It's like they are going to engage with it, but they have, which is very, very comforting, because this Jaguar talks about instinct, right? So I want to say, if you're going into something, your instincts are good, right? Whoever's going into this, because the Jaguar is not a scary energy. The Jaguar is, to me, it's like, not only are they the apex predator, right? So it's like they are not vulnerable. Like, they have the like they're the one that can, how do I say that? It's like they're not, you know, it's their terrain, it's their terrain, it's their hunting ground, perhaps, so they're not at risk, because it is coming through this standstill energy, right? This ancestral instinctive nature. Again, it's like the instinctive nature to check with the parent, the instinctive nature to stop and be like, this is strange, I need to check out the situation. Like that survival instinct is intact. So if you see your child demonstrating that, I want to say it's very reassuring that they go, wait a second, like that's their safety switch, right? That's their safety valve. Wait a second, what is this situation? Let me figure this out. They're not just running off with them immediately, right? So it's also talking to me about, so this is like, if this is your reading and you're an older person, right? You're not a child. It's like if you're going into a situation that seems very foreign or strange or unusual or eccentric, this is saying to you that you have enough knowledge, perhaps instinctively or perhaps because of your own things that you survived in your lifetime. You have that Jaguar spirit. So it's like you don't have to fear the Jaguars because you know the Jaguars. You have enough of that in you to recognize it in others, right? So it's like, I'm not saying that you're a bad person or like, you know, anything like that, but it's like you have enough experience of the shadow energy to recognize the shadow energy, which will protect you, and that does keep you safe. So then we're going into this really kind of cool crescendo of this reading, because we go into magic prayer, which again, it's almost like, here's the, it just feels like being, it feels like being crowned or something. It feels like joining this parade, because now again, it's like your instinct, right? Your ancestral, instinctive, subconscious knowledge is going to help you in this situation in some sort of way. So it's coming in with magic prayer, the magician's sword, confidence in your magic, right? And the magic that you wield is this prayer, right? It's like your, sorry, just wait for that to go past. Like that's your magic. Your magic is perhaps your manifestation. Your words are your magic. You know, it's like you say the incantation. So if this is some kind of like God who says who goes there, it's like you say the right words, and then not only do you pass, but it's like it's almost as though, especially with this as well, it's almost like you draw the sword from the stone, right? It's like you are the anointed one. You are, like, they have been waiting for your magic so that you could wield this sword and be, you know, have this robe put on you and be crowned and be almost like, you know, what's it called? Like when the queen or the king makes you a lord or a lady, it's like they make you a knight. It's like, you know, you will be anointed, you will be accepted into this situation, you will be granted access. It's like that miracle will happen. Like this, you will pull the sword from the stone is the way it's coming through. So it's like being King Arthur, right? Going to the sword in the stone and saying a prayer, and it's like, yes, you said the magic words, you said the right words, and now you are the new king is the way it's coming through. So obviously I don't think every single Pisces out there is going to run out and be the next King Arthur, you know, the next King of England, but it could be that you're doing some kind of like, I don't know, Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like some kind of role play, some kind of acting, some kind of I don't know, kids party or fantasy adventure or something like this. Or it could just be, again, it could be something a lot more mundane, right? It could be, I mean, you're a Pisces, so it's like, even if it's really mundane, it's like your brain's going to turn it into this fantastic, like, mission, you know, this magic thing that's happening to you. So the gist of it is you're going to be presented with some kind of opportunity. It's going to seem very unusual and kind of catch you off guard, I want to say. It's going to give you this moment of, can I trust this? This is a bit strange. you know, I need to check this out a bit more. But then you do check it out, you get more information. It's like you take a moment to adjust. It's like your eyes adjust into the dark, right? It's like it catches you off guard, but then it's like you actually start to see, oh, it's just a person in a costume, you know, they've got makeup on or something like this. And then it's like, I'm going for it. I'm taking part in this opportunity. And not only that, it's like, I'm engaging with the magic of this situation. I realize that I spoke this into existence, or I recognize that I do have the password to get into this like cool group or something like that. It's like you fully, it's like before you know it, you've fully immersed yourself in it. So it could even be like a friend, right? It could play out like a friend phones you up and say, look, we're going to do, a couple of us are coming around to my house, we're going to watch Lord of the Rings, we're going to do like a whole marathon, the whole like 6 movies, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, are you in? And you're like, I don't know if that's my thing. And they're like, we're wearing elf ears, we're putting on like costumes, we've got these prop swords, and you're like, yeah, this is really definitely very strange. But it's like, they're my friends, you know, like, all right, I'll go around. If I don't like it, I'll leave. But then before you know it, it's like you're fully immersed in it, right? You've had a couple of drinks, you've got the prop sword, you've got the crown on, you know, you're running around the garden, you know, shouting, I'll save you. What is it? Samuel? Is it Samwell? I'll save you, Samwell, and kind of all that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, like fully engaging with it in the end. Like fully engaging with the magic. And not only that, it's like your magic, your natural Piscean ability to engage with make-believe and to be really good at kind of like bringing in the magic and the fantasy into mundane situations makes it more magical for everybody. It's like all of a sudden, you know, you are King Arthur, right? You are the anointed one. I don't know, it seems really fun. Wherever you're going, I kind of want to come too. I think I want to come and play as well. So I know, there you go, that's what's happening there. Oh, the only other thing that I haven't said, I think, is there's something about, because this is really shadowy, right? It's like this miracles card, this rainbow waterfall talks to me about needing the right conditions to see the rainbow. Okay, because it's like, to see the rainbow, you have to have the thing that's going to refract the light, so the water molecules in the atmosphere, right, to refract the light from the sun, and you need the light from the sun. So it's like, if you haven't got the right conditions, you're not going to see that rainbow come out. So it's like, again, for those of you where this could be like a pride thing, right, it's like you, perhaps some of you, not all of you, right, different things for different people, but there could be something about keeping that part of yourself hidden, right, keeping that part of yourself in the shadows, perhaps being told it's not right. But you know, before you know it, in the right situation, because this pride parade is going on, and because you feel very accepted and very supported and very like immersed in that colourful parade, it's like, because the conditions are right, and because you instinctively feel that love energy, right, that King of Cups energy, that gentleness, is like, because you feel that, because on an instinctive level you recognize that this is safe, okay, you feel safe. It's like, because the conditions are right, you can show your true colors. And even if it's not that you are LGBTQT or plus, it could be, you know, just a part of yourself that you kept hidden, like your fun side, right, or the side of yourself that, because we all have this, Pisces, and you have it more than most, but it's like, and again, you could be bringing this out of someone else. So it's like, we all have this kind of strange side to us, right? It's like, we're all weird here. We all are weird. Just some people are better at hiding it than others. You know, we all have something that we believe in, you know, that's a little bit geeky or a little bit magical. You know, we've all got that one kind of fringe film that we're like, oh yeah, I'd love to, you know, I'd love to be like Robin Hood, or I'd love to be like, I don't know, the Princess Bride, or, you know, that those eccentric kind of Shakespearean or like historic cool characters, you know, that we all wanted to be when we grew up, you know, Han Solo or whatever it is. It's like that part of yourself that you've kind of kept hidden, or that somebody around you has kind of kept hidden. Again, it could be some kind of family member, but it's like, because they feel supported and safe, it's like that side can come out to play in that environment. It's like it's the right conditions for that person to really get caught up in the magic. So I don't know, it's very, very cool, and I really, really like it, and I hope that that is somebody's experience, because it's a lovely reading and I really enjoyed doing that one. So thank you very much, Pisces. Let me just check what else I've got. Oh, tingling right leg above my knee. So somebody could have, I did get that somebody may have like you know, like somebody could fall and get like a scratch or something like on the knee, but above the knee, it's like on the upper leg, or like a tingling or something like that. Then I saw this strange thing, and it was like, it looked to me, so it was very close to me, it was big in my peripheral vision, and it kind of looked like a really overgrown fungus, or an ear. It's like an ear-shaped fungus. That's the way it's coming through. So again, this could be like something almost like this, right? It's like this, but it's right next to my face. It was kind of big and in my peripheral vision. So again, it could be this, because I had that moment, and this is before I pulled the cards. It was like, what is this strange mushroom ear thing that's next to me? So again, that could be part of something that somebody's seeing. It kind of looked a little bit like, you know, if you ever have, you know, on maps, so if you have like an ordnance survey map, and it has like the lines to denote hills and ridges and mountains, like those concentric lines, so it kind of looked like a 3D model of one of those as well, or like, you know, like the fungus growing over it, like something like that. Then I saw like twists, so like curly fries, or if you get a piece of paper and you twist it, it's like a twizzle. I got Kids by Robbie Williams and Kylie. Jump on board, take a ride, the kids are all right. And a song which I'm gonna have to try and hunt it down and put it in the description box, because I think it's an Italian song, but it's Fantastico is the word that I can hear in my head. Fantastico. So I'm gonna have to try and hunt that down and put it in the description box if I can find it. But Fantastico, so you know, it could be very fantastical, this situation that you're going into. So it seems really fun, and I'm excited, and I want to come and play. I want to, you know, maybe it's like what is it, like a reenactment thing, you know, like if you went to Camelot, you know, it's like everybody dresses as knights, or yeah, what are they called, like a Ren fair. Maybe it's a Ren fair. It feels like that, and I kind of want to go. I want to go and play as well. And in the underlying here as well, you've even got this like Wizard of Awareness, this golden palace. It just feels like the most fun adventure. I just paused while those people went past. So yeah, I want to say go for it. Take a leap of faith, because you know, if instinctively it feels safe for you to do so, your instincts are strong. Or if this is a kid, it's like their instincts are good. You know, they can, you know, and it may be that somebody comes out of the shell quite a lot here as well. So yeah, I really, really like this reading. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Leave me a like. Let me know if any of you are actually going to anything like one of those situations that's, you know, like a pride parade or like a Ren fair. I know that they're two very different things, but it's just coming through this, like, this very eccentric, like, unusual situation. Like, it's not the pride is unusual, right? It's not the it's not that it's unusual to encounter LGBTQ plus people, you know, in daily life. It's more that an actual pride parade would be so colourful, right? And so, like, people would really dress up for it. So it's the scale of it, I want to say. It's the costume of it, the flair of it, the vibrancy of it, you know, whether it's a Ren fair or a pride parade or a, you know, whatever the situation is, it just feels like something very, very flamboyant, and not something that you would normally encounter kind of in your everyday life. So if this plays out for you, if you know what this is and it's a specific situation, I would love for you to tell me in that comment box down below, because I'm so curious. That's if you're comfortable doing it, and if not, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to do that whatsoever. Can't wait to talk to my Pisces friend and just see what she's been up to. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Do take care of yourselves. Leave me a like if you like, share with your friends, and I will see you again soon. Bye, Pisces.